Hi there, I'm Construction Gamer. In today's episode of Midlands to London, we're going to be continuing with the Birmingham Cross City line. We're going to be building Bournville Station and Five Way Station and hopefully Lifford Junction, I think it's called, which connects the Cross City line onto the Camp Hill line, I think. In the last episode, we built Aston Railway Station and we built a little bit of Gravelly Hill interchange, better known as Spaghetti Junction. Like I mentioned in the last episode, I have done a little bit of detailing around this, or decoration, to try and make this look a little bit more attractive, so that's required me to download some more mods. I've been actually after some warehouse mods for quite a while because there are areas of like industry that railways pass which most modern industry now doesn't contain chimneys, and it's not all big tall buildings like we get access to, even with the mod which enables you to place industrial buildings from the game base set. So I've subscribed to these warehouse assets here and I've put them to use. You would have seen that in the time lapse, and I've just shown you the train ride through Aston underneath Gravelly Hill, and you can see it looks alright. I think from above it's a complete mess, but from the railway, which is the most important thing, it looks alright. And then we've got actually cars using the interchange as well, which, although not 100% necessary, I think it just adds a little bit of life to it. So that's that, done that. Got the railway built into Birmingham New Street, got services operating into Birmingham New Street already, and there is a correction that I need to do, is the switch. According to Simon Trains, this is in the wrong direction, and I will bow to his local knowledge on this, so we're going to chuck that in. So he said, if I chuck in some high-speed track, the trains which terminate, if they terminate at Lichfield City, terminate on the Birmingham bound platform. So we'll put that right here. Thank you for that. I do like it when I get some kind of local knowledge and things like that, because I don't know every bit of the network. I mean, I don't know very much of the network by the looks of it, but yeah. It's always just handy when we have little corrections like that, because I know I'm not kind of 100% accurate, but I think if we can get the switches in the right sort of places, then it just makes it all a little bit better, doesn't it? So that's that. Got the service to Lichfield's Trent Valley up and running. Now we're going to extend the line down to here, which is Birmingham New Street. Let's pause the game, delete all of this road here. So we've got a little bit of a tunnel first of all, haven't we? So let's just, we've already got our painting done, so that's all good. Let's get some track in and bring up my first drawings. So let's just, I think what I'll do first of all actually is, so we've got tunnel coming out of New Street, then we've got canal tunnel. Don't know why that was so hard. And then another little tunnel, and then Five Ways. So where's that track? That track's over there actually. Just want to paint in where I'm going to go with this. We might not have every single tunnel, but I do like to get as many as I can get in as physically possible. Curve that round to there. So I think Five Ways, so we've got two tunnels and then Five Ways ish, and then, or maybe a little bit further up here, and then Bournville, and then it's straight into Lifford Junction there almost. And then we've got another station there which I've forgotten what it is. So let's get rid of all of this road actually, just delete all of that, just to give us a nice clear space on which to start from. So this line here coming out the back, and then yeah, it probably does want to start to run uphill, doesn't it? Obviously, like I would say, not to scale, so don't worry about it looking not 100% right. And then we'll have a little tunnel, which I think we'll keep it on the flat for now. Not a little tunnel, we'll have a little bit of cutting. I don't know if it's a cutting or if it's on the surface or what, but we'll have that. And then I think we'll have to bring the terrain up. Don't want to bring it up too much, so we've got another tunnel which is canal. Why am I saying it so weirdly? It's just canal tunnel like that. No, tunnel. Just maybe, where did I say Five Ways is going to be? Maybe a little bit smaller, just a cheeky little tunnel like so. And then there's another little bit of surface or cutting track, and then another little tunnel. So let's just bring this terrain round. This tunnel's a little bit smaller, and then just into there. Probably actually stay in a little bit of a cutting. Let's keep it on the level. And that hasn't done a cut, that's done on one of them. Why is that done that? Right, let's try that again. So tunnel, can I have a tunnel? No. Right, if we delete this track and then straight through there like that, maybe a little bit of a curve. Don't need to worry about the speed too much, I don't think. Something a bit like that anyway. So we've got our two little baby tunnels, which is what we need, and then we're going to use, what should we use? I think I'll just use the King's Cross. No, that one. Yeah, that one. 120. I think we're sticking with 120 meters, aren't we? High speed track, catenary, yes. Tracks, to something a bit like that. Nothing particularly... Ooh, we've gone a little bit... That's alright, we should be fine on that. So yeah, we've got our two... Definitely two, yeah. So we've got the long tunnel coming out of New Street, and then two small tunnels, and then 5 ways. I was going to build University, but that's a little bit too close to Bournville. So yeah, we're not building that one. I think 5 ways is because it hopefully one day try and encourage some development down towards this way, and then Bournville because it's the last interchange. I don't know if any trains actually come up the Camphill line onto this or not, but yeah, if there's going to be any interchange, then I like to have that in there, like so. So the station itself, let's get on and configure it. Right, okie dokie. So what have we got going on here? Let's just get the terrain. If I flatten that out actually around there, like so, and then we've got a road going across here. That should just give us a bridge straight away. That's, yeah, that's giving us a bridge, girder bridge. Well, I'm saying that's a bit high. Let's try that again. Still looking a little bit high. Let's go down a couple of bits. Something a bit like that. No, we'll have to use the more slender girder bridge. Something like that anyway. And the station itself, there's not an awful lot going on the station. Yeah, it is the north, so we've got we're using King's Cross, aren't we? I think I will use... Can I use the old? Does it just convert the platform to old? It does, doesn't it? Does it? Let's have a look at that. Let's just see if I place that down, does it convert it to old? No, I can use the older style crossing, or can I? Yes, I can, that's fine. And then the older style canopy. I think that's pretty much it really. Maybe extend the canopy down, possibly. No, I think that's it. And then there's a little bit of a building, last new building, that one. And then just the smallest. That's the smallest one with an entrance, although I could just build... Yeah, I always kind of go, oh god, I can't place that building because it hasn't got a walkway, but what we can do is just place, we go to King's Cross and then just place some steps next to it. Why didn't I think of that before? And then we do have a connection like so. Yeah, there's no way, I don't know if people actually walk through the middle of the building or not, but yeah, at least we've got those steps there. It's not a great deal going on with this station, I don't think. Just something like that. Let's just extend this road off somewhere. Doesn't really matter too much where it goes, but we'll just get it built. You don't want to be going up in the air, do you? No. Right, can I do a little bit of smoothing on this? Yeah, I'll double check these cuttings. If they are just kind of cuttings with trees on, if they're brick wall cuttings or what, I just double check. Got a little bit of an issue at the minute. I can't seem to be able to tab between the game and a web browser. Usually using Chrome, usually using OpenRail Maps and Google Maps combined, but whenever I do that, it seems to crash the game, which is a little bit annoying. So I can't do that at the minute. Let's just go to street construction. Is it? No, it's assets. And then we do have to that one. That's quite nice actually. 10 meters. Does that connect to anything, or is that just doesn't appear to have an active connection? Where is it? What's that one? Right, so that one we'll have a set of stairs in. 12 meters are we? Just to connect that up to the road. Is that? What are we looking on the height there? I'll just chuck it in and then we'll see. Yeah, it is a lot lower, isn't it? Right, let's try that again. Assets. Yeah, there's 9, which I think is just too, not quite high enough. Upper terrain size plus, we'll give it a little bit of a plus. Just try and chuck that in there. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just literally for passengers to be able to get from the road to the station. I might put a shuttle bus on it. It's not visual or anything. I might just chuck something around there just to hide that, as we have an autosave. Okie dokie. Right, so just get this street connected up. It's not really concerned about this just at the minute. We might actually get some development coming down here if we put a bus on, possibly. So that's that. Next is a bit of... Actually, we'll put the building in first. So it's, again, nothing particularly complicated, this. I think it's just a generic station. I thought the station might have had an older look to it because it's obviously Bournville, which is like an old place. What's it called? It's an old kind of factory suburb, isn't it? You know, the Bournville factory, and then they built the houses around it, like Port Sunlight. Yeah, that sort of thing. Right, so we'll get this one. Right, so we will build this one a little bit higher. Yeah, apologies if you can hear any noise in the background. We've got some guy with a cart going backwards and forwards, which is a little bit annoying. Hopefully you can't hear it too much. We'll get the track. Actually, no, we'll go down. So this wants to go up, actually. Not up, but no, not that either. Right, so I'm just confusing myself because I haven't drawn my drawings the correct way around. So we'll have a little bit of road. Is that low enough? No, a bit lower. And then straight across there, that's fine. Actually, that road might have been more than low enough. We'll have it completely on the flat, go to bridge, and then another one. And then we've got to possibly rebuild this road, and that bridge is going downwards. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, and the road's not low enough this time. So 1, 2, 3, chuck it in, build the bridge first. Just trying to snap it. Maybe you have to do it by eye. Is that level? I think so. Right, chuck that in like so, and then delete the road, and then 1, 2, just have a road that isn't quite so low. I mean, it's weird that, because it's let me build the road, but it doesn't let you build the bridge. I know I've got 0 height bridge on and stuff like that, but just a bit finicky to use sometimes. Right, so then we'll have a little bit of curvy. No, maybe not curvy. We want to maintain the speed. Actually, saying that, it's not going to be going particularly fast between Five Ways and Bournville, is it? Yeah, that should be fine. Straight into there, all good. And this is Bournville, like so. And then again, nothing particularly interesting on this. It's all pretty bog standard stuff. We'll keep that on the flat. We'll have that curving into the Camp Hill. Well, yeah, we will. We'll have that doing that for now, and then we'll put in the other bit of junction as well, coming off just for now, and we'll just configure this station. I think we'll go with the same as we did before. So we'll use the old steps. No, the steps are at the north, like so. Get rid of you, and then I think there's a little bit of canopy on one side. I'm not sure what side that is. I wish I could go back to the building. That's the no. It was the right end. Let's try that again. So we've got the old canopy, not the old canopy, the old bridge on the southern end, and then I think I'll just leave it at that for now. I'll come back to that when I can actually see Google and just take a look at some pictures. But there was just one thing. So there's a road on the southern end. So what we need to do is get this terrain and flatten it all off. Nice big flat area, and then just smooth it there where it's creased a little bit, and then we'll chuck in little. No, I want it to be smaller than that. Maybe if we do it to about there. So there's a little. It's not a tunnel. It is. Open Rail Map says it's a tunnel, but it's not. It's just where the track goes over a road. Where's my drawing? No, the road goes over the track. So what I'm going to do is raise the terrain up. Is this going to work? Let's try. No, maybe that. Let's give that a go. No, still not a tunnel. Don't want it to be too high. No. All right then. Come on, just let me build a tunnel. It should be straightforward enough, and then straight into there like that. So that's all good. Right, so what I'm going to do now is carry that across to there, and then carry this around over that as well. Yeah, don't worry about the cutting and stuff like that. I will be double checking what sort of cuttings or what is going on, but what I want is this track to probably curve in a little bit less actually. So something like that in a cutting, like so, and then we want a road that goes pretty much straight across that, and then straight across the railway as well, which has somehow merged into the side of that. Right, build you first, get rid of that, and then get this track in there. Is that as much of an angle? I mean, that's really high as well. It doesn't need to be that high off the ground. Right, so 1, 2, that's better. See if we can get a better angle on that. No, maybe not so much. Just needs to kind of something a bit like that, and then hopefully this can just go straight across. Maybe not then. Is that track's decided to go up as well? That's not helping. Track coming off there on the flat, and then from there to there, and then can I just build a bridge? No. Right, get rid of you, and then just want to be able to do this in one foul swoop, but I don't want it to be too high. Maybe if we come down 1, will that let us build a bridge? It will. Right, so that's looking all right actually. Girder bridge, something like that. Yeah, just want it to go straight across, like so. Good, so that's that little bit done. Next is this bit of track here. So this, get rid of this road. So you're coming into Kings Norton Station. And then we've got, right, if you go straight, so this is going to be where the station is. So ignore those bits for now. They're just little bits to get the alignment that I need. And then this probably over here could probably do being a bit straighter than that, like so, and then another 2 bits of track, and then this, can I just delete? I mean, this curve is quite sharp, but actually no, that's all right. That's very slow. Again, not entirely sure if regular passenger services are going to be using this anyway, but yeah, 30 does seem a little bit slow, just where it kind of really starts to cut in there. Don't think I can do a lot about that without redoing the bridge, which I don't really want to have to redo. And can I build assets, supports, wall? Can I build that without it fouling the track? I can. And what about you? Yeah, don't worry about the caps for now. I just want to see if I can support the bridge without fouling the track. Yeah, that works. Good, yeah, I think I'll leave that curve as it is. Right, so the next two, there's a little bit of track coming off here. Oh no, there's a switch here. Ooh, no, we can't fit the switch in. That's annoying. Right, get rid of that and that and that, and then configure this. Get rid of that track as well. So, old steps facing the right way, like so. Get rid of this little bit here, and then chuck in some track. Why can't I build track? There's tiny little bits of track remaining, which is a little bit annoying. Right, let's get that onto there, like so, and then get this track filled in. Hopefully that should be enough for a little bit of a switch, and then redo this track. Yeah, that should be fine because the train will be slowing down anyway. And then a switch around here, which is going to be very slow, but it is what it is. And then we've got a piece of track. Now I don't know, I'm assuming there should be probably a switch that comes down here actually. I would have thought there would have been a switch onto that perhaps, and then there's another, I think there's another switch just before the station, like so. Yeah, because there's no, as far as I can see, there's no switch for trains to go from the down, the up onto this up. There's only a way for trains to go from the down to that down. I will double check that on Open Rail Map, I think. Yeah, that's all looking lovely and messy. And let's just get rid of that road and then smooth some of this off. So, you know, let's just, first things first, a little bit of kind of terracing. That just helps. When you're smoothing things off, it just makes it easier. You terrace it first, like so, and then again, obviously I've got to sort all this out off camera. I might actually build some of the, I'm assuming if it's anything like Port Sunlight, some of the terraced houses, because I'm not sure if you can see them from the railway, but yeah, that'd probably be nice, wouldn't it, if I built some of those. Right, and then get this road connected up. Not sure if it's being used by anything, but we'll just make sure we've got those connections just in case we've severed any. Actually, as we're here, we may as well connect this to this. Start filling in the gaps in the network. I'm not sure if this is electrified. I can double check that on Google Maps. So I don't think this is actually, is it? But it is something. So maybe if I de-electrify that for now, because I don't think that is electrified, if I'm honest. But I will double check. So yeah, we've got our two stations in there. I've got a bit of work to do with the roads and whatnot around here, but we've got a little bit more of the cross-city line built. This wants to be something like this, I think, actually. Slightly higher speed road. Let's, maybe if I just put that, and yeah, I don't know if those houses are active actually. It doesn't really matter too much. Just upgrade all of this into Wolverhampton. And I think what I'll do is, yeah, this is what I was talking about with the industry before. So a lot of the industry assets are just these buildings here, which look fine, but they've just got loads of chimneys and aren't very indicative of realistic industry. So I think I'll replace some of those with these new warehouse units that I've got as well, just to add a little bit of detail. And I think around Lichfield, I think this area here is quite a big industrial area, so again, more warehouses. And maybe I will return to the Daventry intermodal or thing, Durft, that one. But do we have, it doesn't really matter, does it, at the minute, if we put services through. Let's just see if we can. What I'll do is I'll just chuck a little bit of a switch in here for now, and what I'll do is services, rail services, West Midlands Railway, that one. So we've got Suttonville, Birmingham New Street, 5 Ways, Bournville, 5 Ways, and you're going to have to be adjusted terminals. So 8 is going to be on 1, and that should hopefully give us better pathing. Now, can I get terminals? Oh no, I haven't. Actually, I've done 5 Ways, haven't I? Then I need to re-add Birmingham New Street. Can I do? I don't. Yeah, what am I doing? So you want to be on platform 5, and again, we haven't got the correct number of platforms anyway, so don't worry about that too much. So the up wants to be on 6. The down wants to be on 6. Is it going to let me do it? It is. And then it does that anyway. Why are you doing that? Does it have to do that? Where it kind of just goes onto that for a little bit. Yeah, you don't really have to do that, do you? Let's put a waypoint in. Signals waypoints. I'll put one of these balizers in. So that's the up line. So Birmingham 5 Ways. So before Birmingham, after 5 Ways. Let me, yeah, because that just eats into capacity if it's doing that, doesn't it? So that's better. That's just running straight through. It's doing the same again here as well. It's just going, oh no, it needs to do that because of the way I've designed the track. So a little bit of capacity constraint there, but it should be all right. That's on those lines, not interfering with those. It's all looking okay, I think. Yeah, so we've got those services on. Where are my trains? The ones I can see, that one. Let's get another train on the go. Just make sure we've got full maintenance on that. So yeah, although trains, well, no passengers are going to be able to get on any of these services, it's just, I just like to have my train services running as far as they can basically, and we might get some development down towards Five Ways potentially as the game crashes. Fantastic. Well, there we are. I've built that, and I'm going to have to build that all over again because I don't think there was an autosave. Damn, that's annoying. I've got nothing to show you other than a black screen at the minute. Hopefully by the magic of video editing you will see the finished product, but I think I'm going to have to leave it there for now. Say until next time, bye bye.